Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a cook with me, and I decided I wanted to make some bread rolls that were amazing. The first time I made them about 6 months ago, and they're so good. So I am going to just be making those this morning, and I thought I would take you guys along just to see how to make them. They are fairly easy, even for somebody who's never made bread, and they taste amazing. So I have all of my ingredients set up here, and I'll show you guys how I make these. So let's go. So I love to get everything started pretty much with a little bit of essential oils. So I use the Florahana in sweet orange, and I also like to put on a little bit of fun music when I cook with the Amazon Echo. First, you're going to take your 1.5 cups of warm water and add your 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar and 2 teaspoons of sea salt. Next, you'll add in your packet of yeast, and you want to make sure that you sprinkle this in. Don't just dump in the packet, because it will just be a big clumpy mess, and you want this to rise and give a layer of foam really nicely at the end. You'll just let this sit for 10 minutes, and during that 10 minutes I just like to get my other ingredients ready. So I have my 8 cups of water here along with my 1/4 cup of baking soda. So I just put that in the pan and let it sit until I'm ready to use it. Next, I just prepared a bowl with some olive oil for the bread to rise in. And then I also got my egg wash ready with the 1 egg yolk and a little bit of water. The final thing I did during this 10 minutes is just measured out my 5 cups of flour into a big container. You may or may not need all 5 cups. That's kind of why I do it this way, just so I can scoop in and see how much I will or will not need at the end. You guys, I'm so sorry I look really disgusting, and I was trying to keep my distance from the camera today, but my husband just surprised me with the cutest gift. It's a Harry Potter ring, and he got it for me, and it's so cute. It's like a late anniversary and stopping breastfeeding, I guess he said, gift and all that, and it's so pretty. I cried. It's so cute. He never surprises me because I always find things out, but I totally didn't find this out, and I'm so happy. As I was waiting for my dough to rise, he came in and he brought me this packet. Well, Jack brought me this package and said, oh my god, Jack found this package outside and wanted to give it to you, and it's so pretty. I'm dying. It's so cute, and it's rose gold, so it matches my set too. I love it. And now is when you want to start adding your 5 cups of flour into your yeast mixture, and you'll want to make sure that your mixer is on the low setting for this portion, and you'll just kind of add in 1 cup at a time until you feel like your dough isn't wet anymore. So I actually added just under 5 cups. I would say probably about 4.5, 4 3/4 cups. So you'll just kind of need to eyeball this part. Once your dough is starting to mesh together, you'll want to up the speed to a medium and set your timer for 5 minutes and let it spin. Once your dough is all ready, you'll want to put it in the oiled bowl and cover it with saran wrap and prepare it to put in the oven. One thing I will mention is my oven has a setting for bread to rise and sets it at 100 degrees. If you don't have that setting on your oven, you can just put it in a warm place and let it rise for 1 hour. And Jack decided to be a wonderful helper in the kitchen and decided he wanted some peaches with his bread. Next, I'm just turning on the pot that I filled with the baking soda and water on a low simmer. You just want to get it to a simmer, not a boil. And then just line a pan with some parchment paper. Once your dough is done rising, you'll go ahead and take that out of either the warm place or your oven, and you'll want to split this into as small as 4 pieces if you're looking to do bread bowls, or I did 7 total rolls and they were still fairly large, so you could probably even do 8. Just preheat your oven to 450, and then you'll want to add the rolls to the simmering pot of water. You don't have to do this one at a time, I just did it to show you guys what to do. So you'll want to do 30 seconds on one side, flip it over, and do 30 seconds on the other side. Alright, and I swear we're almost done. This is one of the last 2 steps, so you'll just want to do an egg wash on all of your rolls. And you can cut an X in the top as well, kind of like the hot cross buns. I chose not to this time just because my dough didn't stick together very well. I only had one perfect one, it's in the top right corner. And then the last step is just adding some salt to the top to really make it pretzely, which if you use like a coarse salt, it's definitely going to just give it a little bit more salt flavor. Finally, you'll just want to put everything into the oven for 12 to 14 minutes. I actually did 11 minutes and 30 seconds. I just wanted to say the bread smells so good and I can't wait to try it. It looks tasty, it smells good. I'm so hungry. It's 11:45. I've only had a cup of coffee today, so I'm really excited to try it. And I hope it tastes good because I haven't made it in so long, so we'll see. On another note as well, even though these are fairly easy to make, it is bread, so it does take a while. And you will need to allow yourself to be home for about 2 hours to complete the whole process. So this isn't like a 30-minute make your bread before you have to like go to a doctor's appointment or, you know, something like that. So definitely allow yourself enough time. The bread needs to rise for an hour just by itself. The rest of the process isn't so bad, but it does encompass probably a couple hours of your day. Does anyone else get really, really nervous when you bake because you want to make sure that your food tastes good and that it doesn't just look good? These look so good, so I was really nervous to taste them. All right, here's the final test. So I just finished getting them out of the oven. They're probably gonna be burning hot, but I want to taste one and see how it is. Just gonna break into it here. So good. Oh my god. Homemade pretzel rolls for the win. These are so good, and they're, for a bread recipe, they're really simple. So for a beginner who wants to start making their own bread, they're really great. I'll leave a link to the actual blog post that I found these on, and she actually makes this whole recipe into 4 bread bowls. So she does these as pretzel bread bowls. I just like them as rolls to eat because I love carbs and I just like to eat in general. So I don't want to wait for soup to put in my bread bowl. But these are so tasty, really easy for a beginner bread maker who wants to do homemade bread without the bread machine, and I highly recommend them. So I hope you liked today's video, and if you're new here, do hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and we will see you next time with a new video. Bye guys!